Welcome back to Better Living. Well, Ellie has gone, but we've replaced Ellie with a just as qualified candidate, only Beth is going to talk about the Northwest Ohio chapter of the Alzheimer's Association. Not about dog adoptions, although you said you got text messages from your office. People loved Ellie already.
I think Ellie's going to have a home by the end of the day, yes.
Ellie will not last long. Let's talk about what you guys do at the Alzheimer's Association. You're really a support group, resource for people. I think there's definitely confusion among myself, too, between Alzheimer's and dementia. Is there a difference? Are they the same thing?
It's one of the first questions we often get. So the definition of dementia is a decline in cognitive function from a previous state. There are over 100 different types of dementia, and Alzheimer's is one type. It accounts for about 70% of all diagnoses, so it is the most common type. It's also common for some folks to have a mixed dementia or several types. Alzheimer's is a type of dementia. Dementia is the umbrella term, yes.
So if someone has Alzheimer's, what else is there? What are the other symptoms besides, or the other issues besides dementia?
Typically, it begins with short-term memory loss, confusion with time and place, difficulty finding the right words, being able to express themselves. That's what we might see in the beginning. It can, affect everything that they do. It depends on where in the brain they're having difficulty with the brain cells connecting. Take something as simple as brushing our teeth. You and I can brush our teeth without thinking about it. Somebody who is experiencing some changes in the brain may get as far as getting the water on and opening the drawer and, taking out the toothpaste, but forgetting what to do with the toothpaste and the brush together. So a lot of those types of things, in the beginning we may see. But somebody's still able to function and work and, carry on a lot of other things that they do in their daily life. So, Alzheimer's is a progressive type of dementia. And at this point in time, we have no cure, but we know there's a lot of research. We do have some treatments, and we encourage folks, if they're experiencing memory loss at all, to get to the physician, get an early diagnosis if possible, and come to our organization. We have a lot of supportive programs. One of our growing programs is our early stage programs. People with a recent diagnosis, it's a supportive education environment.
For the patients?
For them,
for the person who has been diagnosed with Alzheimer's.
Yes, and typically they come with a care partner, their husband, maybe an adult child, something like that. So it's an education program, supportive, environment, but they do lots of fun things too. They go to the Toledo Museum of Art together. They go to the Toledo Zoo. We're working now with the University of Toledo Theater Department, and they come in and do improv. And those of us in the office basically hear them laughing and having a great time for an hour or two. So that's a really wonderful program that we have.
Well, I think that would be great too, because I think with anything, with any diagnosis, you often feel like you're all alone. So just having these other people that understand what you're going through would be really comforting.
Sure.
What about for caregivers? What are some of the resources you offer for caregivers, the spouse or the child, or perhaps it's a neighbor that's taking care of someone who has Alzheimer's?
Sure. We do have a day center on site. It offers respite from 8 to 6 Monday through Friday. So we have folks that come and participate half a day once a week, and some folks come full time. It depends on the needs of the care partner. So if somebody's working full-time, perhaps, they can bring their loved one, to stay with us during the day while they are able to continue working. And then they're able to keep the individual at home and care for them there for a longer period of time. We also have caregiver support groups. We cover 24 counties in Northwest Ohio, so we have caregiver support groups throughout our counties at various times. And people can find all of that information on our website, and they can get on our mailing list and receive our newsletter as well. We have a 24/7 helpline, so folks can call at any time. Maybe they have a resource question, maybe they need communication tips, they may have questions about disease progression, they may just want somebody to talk to for a little while, and that's what we're there for. So
that, I'm guessing a lot of times is one of the most important things. So you had mentioned to me, and when we communicated before coming on here, that women are more likely to get the disease than men. Why is that?
It might be because women seek medical
Okay.
attention
So
more
perhaps
than men, maybe.
Perhaps it's not that more women have it, it's just that they're being diagnosed with it.
Could be, yes. Women typically live longer, so that can be a part of it as well. And women are more likely to be caregivers, so they're
Yes.
affected in that way as well. Women are almost, at the age of 60, almost twice as likely to be diagnosed with Alzheimer's than breast cancer. And I know that's startling, but it's true, unfortunately. 1 in 3 people are closely connected to somebody with this disease. And in Northwest Ohio alone, we have nearly 40,000 individuals that we have been diagnosed, and we know the disease is underdiagnosed.
Right.
And that means we have about 170,000 caregivers just in our area.
And that is, I know, can be exhausting. My grandfather has Alzheimer's, and he's reached a point where he has to be somewhere. But it was really hard for my grandmother to keep him, you know, and to just, it was a lot on her shoulders. So
It is tough to do alone.
It really would.
We hope people will come to us and, you know, make us part of their care team.
Yeah.
We can do resource linkage for anything that they might, you know, need. We have other respite programs available. We partner with our National Association for our Trial Match program, and that's for healthy individuals as well. You don't have to be diagnosed. So we have quite a few programs and services that people don't know about. So I do encourage anybody who's, you know, experiencing some
Right.
changes or might have some questions to give us a call.
It's always better to ask the questions than to just wonder what the answers might be.
Yeah.
So if you need the Alzheimer's Association here in Northwest Ohio, please get with them today. Check out their website. Or if you want to help them, I am certain they would like your help, and the community really does need to be involved in this. More people need to know about it. We'll be right back on Better Living.